We as a whole put stock in fantasies and cheerful endings, however, for miscreants and chronic con artists like Kevin Tracker, there will be no such thing. The man has at long last gotten what he merits, otherwise known as nothing. And this time it's true. It seems like nobody incorporating the appointed authority trusts in his story of hardship. The media has distributed a report expressing that Tracker's requested of to an adjudicator to continue divorce settlement installments has been denied. Well, Kevin, it seems like equity has in a real sense smacked you in the face. Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. We keep our eyes on the most fascinating occasions with regards to Broadway and continuously present to you the most smoking updates. And assuming you are sitting tight for some uplifting news in Wendy Williams and Kevin Tracker's fight over cash, let us serve it to you straight away. The sources uncovered recently that the adjudicator denied Kevin's interest to continue support installments. Obviously, Kevin's tragic account about being destitute is going to transform into the real world. Yet we should not race to events, so immediately follow our story and make a point to remain for the rest of this video to get every one of the subtleties. We were unable to be more joyful to open the press today and see the title that Kevin Tracker was formally left stranded. The U.S. newspaper The Sun revealed Wendy Williams' judge denies ex-Paradise Tracker's requests for host to proceed with provision installments after he concedes he's penniless. As per the records got by the media, Kevin will not be getting a solitary dime from Wendy or her monetary gatekeeper. The article states that the adjudicator guaranteed Wendy's monetary watchman won't need to continue trimming his divorce settlement checks. The story proceeds with the adjudicator observed that Kevin's solicitation was not new and request his application to be excused without biases. Truly do likewise hear the Victoria's hints of a fair consequence being given, since we sure do. Everybody felt all along that Kevin's endeavor to blackmail cash from Wendy was only a woeful and frantic move. And here's at last the proof. Yet will this destroy the story? Or does Kevin have a few aces concealed from everyone on the grounds that the adjudicator implied that Kevin actually could engage a higher court? The article stated the appointed authority said, while they don't consider his interest for support installments in crisis, he can in any case take his case to intercession. Well, we believe that his urgency might push him to proceed with the fight for cash, considering Kevin's statements about being bankrupt and not having the option to pay for his vehicle, house, and hospital expenses. He even referenced that he has no health care coverage. Obviously, all the cash was spent on Sharina's outfits, gems, and hairdo. Yet here comes the most amazing aspect of the story. As opposed to getting a new line of work, or one more type of revenue tracker considered anything worse than spending the leftover cash on high-worth legal counselors and suing Wendy for penetrating their repayment arrangement. Do you think this is the finish of his monstrosities? Here's more to put. He was anticipating nail these tabs to Wendy too, in light of the fact that what else could you at any point anticipate from a man who has been siphoning off her for quite a long time? Yet shock, Kevin, you may be above and years in the red now. In light of the fact that, as the Sun reports, the appointed authority likewise denied Kevin's solicitation for lawyer charges to be paid by Wendy Kid. What a joke this man is. Did he truly expect that his little stunt would work out and an adjudicator would lead in support of himself? He may be totally mental, assuming he moves battling he's along to cover himself in the red significantly more. Yet deciding by his new statements, he must choose between limited options. Word is on the road that Sharina Hudson needs to dump him in the event that he can't furnish her with a similar degree of extravagance. In addition to, he is so used to recklessly spending Wendy's cash, even after the separation, that he could have failed to remember what it seems like to get up each day and go to work. In the event that you recall the subtleties of their outrageous separation, you ought to realize that Wendy was obliged to send Kevin support checks. Thus, she did consistently. The previous television have over and over stated that she held to her a player in the repayment understanding in any event. realizing that Tracker will spend her cash on his new family, Sharina Hudson, who has been his paramour for a very long time, and their ill-conceived kid anyway. What came as a shock for both Kevin and Serena that Wendy was not intending to follow their lead and support their rich way of life everlastingly. And when installments unexpectedly halted Kevin Tracker, and his boo concluded they some way or another